What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Blue Box, this time with episode 4. Looking forward to this one. Really fun episode. Last time out with Taiki actually getting mentored now and working with and getting trained by a older student who is in Chinatsu's class, who we thought might have might be a rival in love, but it looks like he's got his own girlfriend. I like the relationship between those two though that was built, especially at the end of last episode where it's like teasing him a little bit. Yeah, another lovely episode, of course. Do let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Again, I know this is anime, but can you imagine watching, like, look out your window one morning, seeing seeing a kid go out and do that? Yeah. I mean, you'd smile. It would be funny though. Yeah, things aren't looking too bad at all, are they? To be honest, we got some pretty interesting moments from Konatsu. I think that's her name again. Apologies. I think they called her Chi. Is that her nickname? So I might just call her that. That's a lot easier. But yeah, a few moments of her thoughts towards Taiki, and yes, I think it's quite clear that she cares about him at least a little bit. She definitely cares about the perception of the two. Know that for sure. Again, it's an intriguing scenario, isn't it? You can't really say what you'd do. I guess maybe some people have gone through this scenario. Not exactly the same, not a crush or anything, but there's those whole international student things where you get like a person from another country join your school and live with a family from your school. I had a couple of those in mine. Yes, again, it's not the exact same situation. You obviously don't have a crush on a stranger that's come from abroad, but I guess that might be slightly similar in some regard, having someone you've got to be kind of careful about perhaps in your house. Oh god. You know what this reminds me of a little bit? It's not the same, but you know the old excuse where like you say your dog ate your homework? That was a legitimate excuse for me during swimming class once, that my dog literally ate my swimming trunks and ripped them all apart. I can't believe I had to use that one. Sorry guys, I do just want to check I did unmute. I did. Yeah, that's just gonna make her want to touch it more. Oh, not anymore. That was a good one. You are one smelly motherfucker. Well, I don't think it works for clothes, but I think people with like certain types of hair don't wash their hair in like ages. But considering that's the case, do they also not? That also means that they don't wash their head. in ages, which seems a bit filthy, right? I mean, again, at some point your hair, I think, cleans itself. But it's not the same for the top of your head, is it? Just right in front of him. The sounds of imagination. Jesus, bro was really got a lot of pent up stuff. That was a little bit scary though, right? I mean, I know you're at the top of school, but there could be, I mean, that's stupid, but people in like helicopters or people maybe that could see you. I don't know. Weird people out there. Obviously, I don't think they'll be taking any hot helicopters to look, but just on the off chance or something, who knows? Regional prelims. I mean, yeah, you've got to be in sports, to be honest. I recently went for a period where I wasn't too confident in playing, and I didn't play well. Whereas usually I'm quite confident, and it's because I had an injury and a break beforehand. Usually I'm quite confident. Usually I'm always like, I'm never like a 10 out of 10 or like a 9 out of 10, but I'm usually always like a 7, 8 out of 10 every week. So that was yeah, it was a bit unusual for me. It's a bit jittery, isn't it? Very normal though. Again, less so nowadays do I get nervous, but I definitely used to get quite nervous. And sports and stuff. And I think it can be good for you. I think it'd be kind of weird if you weren't a little bit nervous. You just thought nothing. I guess she kind of felt the same. I guess you just thought nothing of it at all. So yeah, that makes me feel like you two have got a very similar thought process in that regard. I haven't got a six pack. I can when I'm like flexing, but not just like normally. If I'm getting changed, you won't see a six pack. I'm pretty physically fit though, to be fair. I do quite a bit. Never been to it. Well, I have been to a gym, but I don't go to the gym or anything. Usually just do like calisthenics stuff and play football and a lot of running. Don't do too much like upper body stuff. And I'm especially bad at sit-ups. The thing in high school, six packs were like a big thing. All the girls would like to see a guy like a six pack, muscles and such. I think that's still a popular thing as an adult. Don't get me wrong, but I think people maybe grow out a little bit of aesthetics and stuff like that. For a guy, for like me, it's quite funny. The thing that motivates me more to like do more fitness and get fitter and such isn't what girls will think of me. It's more so like I see something like encouraging and like anime. Like I remember watching JoJo's, and during that time period, I was working out quite a lot. And there's like certain types of motivations from anime. Mostly what gets me kind of motivated a lot, to be honest with you. It's like, oh, he had these circumstances, and he's this like, he's this powerful, and this, and he's got this much determination and such. Even though this happened to him, it's like, oh, well, what the fuck am I doing? Then I need to get right on it. If you know what I'm saying. I can't. My voice is always. I'm not sure how it sounds on the mic, but I feel like it's quite deep a lot of the time. It's kind of hard for me to do a deep voice. That's horrible. Oh shit. Do you know what? This guy's haircut is awful. Like, dye all of it, or shave it all off and keep the blonde bit. Why has he got a headband on as well? What? His hair's not even long enough. Yeah. I do hate that. I used to have quite long hair when I played football, and I used to hate when it got in my eyes. Oh shit. Damn, dude got sent to hospital. Oh shit. So this is gonna sound bad as well, but I actually looked this up and it's a normal thing. I sometimes feel like I poo quite a bit before like a football match, and I think it said like part of that is nerves, and part of it I think is just like your body getting ready for a prolonged kind of time of fitness. Like football for me is like usually 3 hours, like 90-minute game, warm up for like an hour before, and yeah, I think it's just like my body getting ready for it. But again, it's nerves as well. And that's the only day I have that many kind of poos. It's interesting how your body kind of adapts to stuff. Might be a little bit what happened to that kid there. Maybe his body was just trying to adapt and kind of messed itself up a little bit. Was sent to hospital. Yeah, that is the thing. Like you say that, yeah, he has got time, but also why not try as hard as you can during the time that you have? But in sports, there is such thing as overdoing it, overworking yourself. So you got to find a good balance. Pure, pure, ne? Guy was walking in the room. I'm not sure I'd say that's confidence, I'll say that's resolve. Okay, here we go. The match for the number. Potentially. And Taiki gets nothing other than the fact that this guy doesn't get her number. Yeah. Strange stakes. Surely we should get something if he wins, right? Again, I like people like that. They're good comrades to have in sport. So the fact that this guy doesn't want him as a partner, wouldn't want him as a partner, probably says quite a bit about that guy. What's up with this guy in the middle? Let him smash and smash. the thing is, there's a lot about even like badminton in games you think are just quite simple. Do you know what I've been watching recently? I've been watching that game where they're like in a cage. And they've got, it's not quite a tennis racket, but like the ball like bounces. It's not quite squash either, and it bounces and you're allowed out the cage, and it's just crazy. I've been watching a few highlights of that recently. But yeah, there's so many kind of like intricacies to sport. You maybe think quite simple badminton. You just hit it over, smash when you smash. You pretend smash and dink when you. It's a little bit like volleyball in that sense, but with a racket. But there's so many little like details like this, so you think of like, oh, the trying to hit at the back, so you could, or trying to set them up for smashes so you can return them and waste their energy with all the smashes early on, and then take the late game. Like there's so much that general people like me and you have absolutely no idea about, like these strategies and such, that are just like genius. But we'll never be able to recognize that genius because we're casuals. It's like that in every sport, to be honest, isn't it? It's like there's a certain degree of like genius where maybe even like semi-pros won't be able to tell exactly what the professionals thinking and doing, but that slight advantage that they get from that is going to win them the game. I've played a few football tournaments, and they're always some of my favourite things because they do just feel a bit special. I love tournament arcs in anime. I haven't seen all too many, to be honest, but I love them when we see them. But yeah, playing in them, there is just like a special kind of feeling of just like a one-off game. Well, I'm glad this guy hasn't outwardly just outed his friend. He kind of seems like he almost did then. So, thanks, you gave away his feelings. Nice shot, Taiki. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Decent episode today. Decent episode. I feel like we didn't cover a whole lot. I don't know why. I felt like this episode, I don't know if it's shorter than usual. It's only 23 minutes here. But I didn't feel like we covered all too much. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I feel like the previous 3 episodes have covered quite a bit more, pacing wise. Still a decent episode though. Like I said, I was almost a bit scared, the dude with the white hair there. I mean, he pretty much almost did. But yeah, he almost outed Taiki for liking Chi, saying that she influences him so much. It's like, you fucking, could you just say it at this point, bro? Just say that he loves you. So we're gonna potentially, so that, I guess that will be Taiki's prize, hey? We see there the picture, so that might be a little spoiler. But yeah, going to the aquarium. I think I looked at that shot last week, didn't I, and wondered what was going on there and who that was, but I guess that's Taiki. it doesn't look exactly like him in that shot. But yeah, slight spoiler there in the ending. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I just want to kind of rewind through this episode because it doesn't feel like much happened, to be honest with you. We had the whole this, but not much kind of came from this apart from seeing a bit of Taiki's maybe sexual frustrations. And yeah, and I did think this was a pretty good moment though, how we saw her reacting like almost the exact same way that he did, just showing their minds are in a very similar place of like, oh, it doesn't matter about them seeing me like this because they don't think about me in that way, perhaps. But when they do, it's obviously she blushed and he was yeah, pent up. So yeah, to say the least. So yeah, I like that moment there. A lot of badminton stuff in the middle here with this guy with the terrible haircut. Yeah, is what it is. Just kind of a setup for this badminton match with pretty high stakes. Like I said, there doesn't seem to be any stakes for Taiki, apart from the fact that he's denying another guy from potentially getting cheese number. But now that we know about the aquarium stuff at the end, that's actually, and he knows nothing about that. I wonder if that would impact him. Probably would impact him, but yeah, luckily he hasn't been told quite yet. But yeah, that's actually quite a big prize if he does win. So well, again, we kind of been spoiled a little bit at the end. But let's see how he does do it. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Like I said though, I don't know why, I just feel like less was covered than usual today. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your day.